The main hall of Torre Aquila, or Eagle Tower, opens onto the city of Trento and the adjacent valleys through a splendid frescoed loggia. The Prince Bishop and his guests were thus shown the activities of the individual months, undertaken by the nobles, craftsmen, merchants and peasants. In a veritable reenactment of the allegory of the effects of good government. In this important cycle of the months, the fresco of February takes place on a wall of the hall, accompanied by a window looking out. The real panorama is accompanied by the figuration of the idealized view. However, the window is not an impediment for the artist, who manages to use the remaining space to represent a craftsman's workshop. The figure appears inside a forge, complete with bellows and tools of the trade in full view. The blacksmith, intent on his work, sports a white beard, like that of the wise or literate, his face flushed with heat and fatigue. The craftsman is of fundamental importance as the maker of weapons and agricultural implements, used by the nobility and peasants. Like an alchemist or demiurge, associated with the ancient god Vulcan, he molds matter with fire to give it new life. In this case, its role seems to be linked to the scene taking place in the upper register of the fresco. A knightly tournament. A fair fight, called nullo intiv niente odio, not in the knight's spirit of hostility, governed by strict ceremonial and a severe code of honor. The perfect opportunity for the noble participants to prove their worth and wealth. The chivalric joust was one of the entertainment par excellence of the aristocracy, and the very symbol of court life. The February sun illuminates this courtly tale, in which knights, page boys, and ladies participate. But unlike the actual joust, which involves a clash between two knights thrown against each other, the tournament depicted takes place between opposing factions of knights. In this case, 4 on each side. In fact, a type of figurative tournament was in the making, in which the participants took part in a contest disguised as characters from the epic of chivalry, in a setting of deliberately literary and fairy tale inspiration, also giving rise to a choreographic combat. Widespread in 15th century Italy, the passage of arms consisted of a challenge issued by one or more knights, who undertook to defend a locality, a pass, against anyone who wished to measure themselves against them. A meaning that alluded to the defense of the territory by the prince-bishop. Those who fought in these knightly tournaments sported shining armor, with decorative elements for helmets and armor. The blacksmith, representing the mastery of Milanese gunsmiths, did an excellent job, judging by the beautiful helmets with the characteristic pointed shape. The page boys and servants help with the dressing, or pick up the tips of broken spears on the ground, where the beaten earth is marked by the footprints of horses' shoes. But even those who attend flaunt rich and elegant clothes, demonstrating membership of the high rank. Overlooking the stands and windows of the castle, young ladies, richly attired and coiffed, watch the challenge. They admire the skill and loyalty of the knights, proud to display all their courage before their eyes. Following the rules of courtly love, the nobles joust in the name of their servitude to a lady. In the 15th century, it became customary to decorate the halls of castles, palaces and noble residences, with frescoes depicting scenes of courtly life and festive moments, with banquets and tournaments. In a representation of luxury, elegance and good taste.